and gentlemen, boys and girls, I have great news. It is finally here. The Sony A6300. Let's unbox this baby. Let's look at what's inside and then switch right over. Right now I'm shooting on the Sony RX100 V, which is an amazing camera, but like most cameras, it's not entirely perfect. It doesn't have an external mic jack, neither did the 6000. The 6300 does now. Also, it's limited as to what I can shoot with, but it's good for situations that are a little bit awkward. People might get a little uncomfortable. It's small, it's compact. It's not big like this will be once I put a mic on it and a bigger lens. Sony A6300, 4K video, 24 megapixels, external mic jack. Sony lenses are a little bit more expensive and more hard to find, but obviously I can buy an adapter, which I most likely will, and use a Sigma lens or a Canon lens. Alright, so we have the camera. Comes with the 16 to 50 millimeter standard kit lens, shoulder strap, USB, battery, obviously the standard battery that comes with most of these mirrorless. Battery for the RX100 is a little bit different. Wall charger. This is not the latest and greatest. The most recent camera out from Sony is the A6500. They're both 4K. And I thought really long and hard about which one I wanted to get. As you may or may not know, I had the Sony A6000 and I returned it. I wasn't impressed with the low light performance and it didn't have 4K. Now the 6300 and the 6500 are very, very similar. They both have 4K. The biggest difference is the in-body stabilization. Now I was trying to justify spending an extra $400 or $500 on the A6500 for the in-body stabilization, as well as the overheating issues that were fixed a little bit, not entirely, but a little bit. But I ended up with the 6300. They're both 4K. They have the same exact sensor, same exact performance quality, both 24.2 megapixels. Pretty similar cameras. One is just newer, shinier, nicer to have. Okay, so as you know, this camera that I'm filming on right now, the Sony RX100 V, is pretty close to the newest technology coming out of Sony. I have the A6300 all set up here and I'll do a quick comparison test. If you're wondering if you should get the 6300 or the RX100 V, I know, it's a tough decision. It's a tough decision. Maybe this test will help you out. So first, let's do an outside test of these two cameras from the exact same location. At this versus the RX100 V. Pros for the 6300 over the RX100 V is that I can put an external mic on this. A con for this compared to the RX100 V is the RX100 V has a flip out screen. This one doesn't. So as I'm filming this now, I can't see myself. So that's just a small gripe. Most cameras nowadays have that. So I don't think it's a huge issue, but it's something to think about. But you have much more flexibility with this camera. You can put different lenses on it, get different kinds of looks for videos and pictures. RX100 V is a solid camera. I think for slow motion, high frame rate videos, much better. Now the A6300 compared to the A6500, which is the latest and greatest from Sony, the A6500 basically paying an extra $400 or $500. You're getting the onboard stabilization and also improved performance when it comes to the overheating issue. From what I understand, the A6500, the battery life is about the same, if not worse, than this camera, the 6300. So I personally thought this was a better choice at this price point to buy. Hopefully with the new lens and the external mic, once I get both of those, this and the RX100 Mark V will both complement each other well. But we'll see. I'll get back to you on that. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope it was helpful. I was kind of all over the place there with this review. It's kind of a review of the 6300 and also a comparison to the RX100 Mark V, just because I thought it'd be helpful. They're both at a similar price point, and you might be wondering if it's worth it for vlogging or for whatever you're doing. I hope this was helpful. If you liked it, like and subscribe below. If you liked it and you're too lazy to scroll down and hit those buttons, that's totally fine. You do your thing. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you back here, but I will talk to you guys later.